Let's go to Richard. He's an Arsenal fan. All right, Rich?
All right, Rich.
How you going, boys? All right?
Yeah, all right, mate. Yeah,
Here
go
he
on.
is.
You want to talk about Arsenal?
Little bit, yeah.
Go on.
We're not at our best. We've got too many injuries. We're not. We don't look the same without Odegaard, without Partey, without. I mean, we'll be there or thereabouts, but the way we're playing at the moment, I just don't feel confident that we can win it. I did mention to you a couple of weeks ago that what would happen to you. Same thing's happened to us. That you get a few injuries, and then that would be the end of that.
Yeah, but your squad's a bit better than Spurs' though, isn't it? You've had a few more seasons of recruiting well. You've recruited well over the last couple of transfer windows, haven't you?
Yeah, but just a little tip, JB. Even when we were 6 or 7 points clear, 8 points clear last year, we sort of held it in. Do you know what I mean?
Get out of here, Rich. Get out of here, Rich. That is absolute nonsense. That is nonsense. That Arsenal fans coming on this and we're going to do this, we're going to do that.
That's rich coming from you lot. Honestly.
What do you mean? No one said we're going to win the league. No one said we're going to win the league. We've said we can challenge for the title.
Can I just say what I phoned up for, please?
No. Go on. Because I know, is it going to be about Tottenham?
No, it ain't going to be about
All right,
Tottenham.
go on then.
Tottenham have just done exactly what I thought they would do. Right? I actually was quite impressed with Chelsea the last few times. You can actually watch them yesterday. And if Tottenham had had the same manager this week that they had last year, they wouldn't have lost that game. They would have probably still nicked it 1-0. But you can't have it both ways. But what I rang up about was, sorry to bore you lot, but I don't think I can go and watch any more football for the rest of the season.
What's happened, Rich?
Because I'm just sick of the bad decisions. I'm sick of VAR. I'm sick of the game stopping and starting. It's like watching American football. It's stopping and starting, and you're playing another 15 minutes or 11 minutes of extra time. You're getting wrong decisions. The journey back from Newcastle after that game, it was just like you're on your way back from a funeral. Because not only had you lost, you were cheated. And it's spoiling the game. You're not enjoying the game when you're watching it. You can't celebrate when you score. You can't, especially in tight games. Like when you score, you want to be able to be spontaneous and celebrate it. And then you don't know. And now, since the Liverpool game, they're taking even longer to make decisions. You know, you're not playing 90 minutes anymore. You're playing like 107 and 100. It's just spoiling the game.
It is spoiling the game. I can't disagree with you. And another thing, Rich, as well, which I've started to take notice of a little bit more because me and Cunn have been talking about it for a few weeks, is the amount of injuries. Now, the game's going on a lot longer, right? We're getting 100-minute games. We're getting 5-minute decisions on VAR. If you have a look at the injury list in the Premier League right now, it's actually outrageous. Pretty much every team has got 3 or 4 massive injuries, and they keep racking up. I think something needs to be actually have a look at this, because I think VAR is actually partly to blame with the amount of games now that we're having to play and how long we're playing and the waiting around for decisions.
Arteta pointed that out a while back. He said, now we're paying, you've got to use the squad. But the other thing that VAR does is it changes the momentum of the game. Once you've stopped the game for 7 minutes, right, if you think you've scored, then all of a sudden you haven't. It changes the momentum of your supporters. It changes your momentum, and vice versa. And I do agree with you, James, that it's taking too long to play these games, and you're getting more and more players going down, holding their legs with cramp, hamstrings. Look how many hamstrings there have been. Like, it's got to be sorted out, and until it does, I don't care whether...
Well, unfortunately, the genie's out the bottle, Rich. You know, you won't be going to football for a very long time, mate. The genie's out the bottle. There's no way. The only way that VAR...
No, mate, but surely it can be improved,
It's got to be improved.
But
I agree with that.
Come on, the amount of minutes that we're playing this season, have you seen the amount of injuries in the Premier League?
Well, look, my club can testify that, but
Tottenham,
we are. Yeah,
Chelsea,
I know.
Liverpool, Newcastle, decimated. Man United, big injuries.
Yeah. No,
everyone.
Look, you're pushing an open door with me, mate. We had this conversation the other day, and it's only going to get worse.
Yeah.
It's only going to get worse, mate.
Imagine you playing now.
Well,
you'd last 5 minutes.
110 minutes, mate. I like
110 minutes.
Love the long game, mate.
I think you played 110 minutes in your career, didn't you? You come off the bench 5 minutes.
Oh, dear.
5 times.
The Sports Bar with Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. Monday to Thursday nights from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.